1947, the year in which the first motor scooters, which were to become one of the most widely used means of transportation, made their appearance. Among them was the Lambretta, the Innocenti motor scooter. In 1951, there were more than 1 million motorcycles of all kinds on the road in Italy alone. In 1961, excluding motor-assisted bicycles and tricycle vans, motorcycles alone totaled about 3 million. More than 60% were motor scooters, and a high percentage of these were Lambrettas. That is why Innocenti presents how to organize a Lambretta service. These are the Innocenti works, which cover an area of more than 1 square kilometer, and more than 6,000 people work there. From these works, more than 200,000 Lambretta motor scooters reach the Italian and foreign market. More than 155 Italian dealers and 160 foreign agents are supplied by this factory, which is the first link in a great sales chain which connects more than 3,000 sub-agents all over Italy, including even the smallest sales centers. A great sales chain means not only functional sales organization in the great productive centers, but also in the most isolated centers too. But it must be remembered that the hundreds of thousands of Lambretta owners will remain faithful to the Innocenti only if they find in the sales organization of Lambretta an efficient repair and service organization and a complete availability of spare parts.
It doesn't work. Now what'll I do?
All you have to do is to find the nearest Lambretta service station. And of course, here is an Innocenti placard which tells you exactly where it is. This is the visiting card of every Innocenti dealer and sub-agent. Obviously, there is no point in having a placard which is hard to read, so it is in the interest of every dealer and sub-agent to inform the regional office of the Innocenti when a placard is broken, faded, badly placed, or covered by the growth of trees. This is a small sub-agent service station where everything is organized in such a way as to give the best possible service to any Lambretta owner. From the decoration to the special and general equipment. So that even an occasional customer can approach this Lambretta service station with confidence and not be disappointed.
Say, there's something wrong. The motor backfires. It's not pulling and it won't start.
Oh, that's terrible. Ronnie, check the points. Perhaps they should be changed. And mind you get the right tools, the clamp and the extractor. Ah, don't forget the timing indicator, because afterwards you'll have to reset the timing. You know that.
This is an adjustment which can be made very quickly. A useful address for the Lambretta owner and probably a new client for this sub-agent. But what's the reaction of the client in a Lambretta service station organized in a very different way?
Say, there's something wrong. The motor backfires. It's not pulling and it won't start.
Oh, that's terrible. Albert, check the points. Perhaps they should be changed. Get the clamp, the extractor, and timer. It needs retiming. He'll be right with you. you lost those two, you idiot? Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, I'll come back in the morning. But he won't be back in the morning. This client will be forced to go to another repair shop which is better organized, and for this sub-agent, he is a client lost.
But it's not my fault.
Oh, yes, it is your fault. You should be better organized and much more energetic.
And right you are. Do you know what I'll do? Immediately he finds them, I'll make him a necklace of those tools, so that next time we'll repair his blooming scooter in a couple of minutes, eh?
But do you think that would solve all your problems? Oh, no, you need more than that. If you like, we'll give you an example of how, with the necessary modifications and a little expense, your garage can become so efficient as to be able to satisfy even the most difficult clients. Now, to start with, let us imagine the garage completely empty. Don't you find the walls bare and cold? Well, to remedy this, all that is required is a few hours' work by a painter. Now you can put in the furniture, the machines, and the tools. In this way, the space is much better used. There's more space available for you and for your clients. Don't you agree?
Well, it's certainly very much better. I like those panels for the tools.
We put them there because the tools are more easily found. Now, if you'll read this booklet, you'll see that all the tools are in the places shown there. Do you realize how useful that jack is? There, now everything is in its right place.
You wouldn't know the place. That space there, we're leaving it empty.
If I were you, I'd use it for a small but essential electrical department. Like this, for example.
But think of the cost. And how am I going to pay?
It'll pay for itself in a very short time, because your service will be more complete and will give your clients greater confidence.
Oh, yes, I know what I'm doing. I know how to handle my clients all right.
I don't doubt it. But remember that appearances count, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I forgot my clean overall.
Well, you'll excuse me, but the Innocenti have some very nice overalls, too.
There. But now I believe it's absolutely perfect.
Almost.
But there can't be anything wrong.
I'll tell you later.
Morning.
Morning. I would like you to change the clutch cable.
I've run out. Come back tomorrow, I'll get it.
Oh, very well.
Come back tomorrow, I'll get it. That's where the almost comes in. You leave your client without a scooter until tomorrow?
What, do you expect me to lend him my Lambretta?
No, but it's wrong for a Lambretta service to be without those original spare parts which are generally required for repairs to a Lambretta. There. Now, this is a complete and really efficient Lambretta service. All you need do is to observe the rational positioning of the various installations: compressed air, jack, and the furniture: desk, panels, trolleys, tool shelves, and the bench with a vise. The tools: special and general. And the machines: drill, carborundum wheel, and press. Naturally, a dealer's service is very much bigger, more complete, and more highly organized since it must deal with a larger clientele and make more important repairs. Let us visit one which corresponds to the suggestions made by the Innocenti in the handbook Rules for the Organization of a Lambretta Service. I say, perhaps you'd like to come too.
But of course, with pleasure. One day, perhaps. Who knows? I'm ready.
This is the workshop of a Lambretta dealer. The same problems of functional organization and order as in your sub-agency, but of course on a larger scale to satisfy a larger clientele.
I've never seen such organization. How many staff are there here?
A great many. Whilst you in your sub-agency are manager, tester, and workshop foreman, in a dealer's establishment, each one of these jobs is done by a separate person. The workshop foreman, the dealer's manager, and the chief tester.
I'm doing three fellows' work then.
That's right.
But what, for example, what's the job of the workshop foreman?
His job's strictly technical. Isn't it?
Exactly. I'm responsible for the quality of all work and punctuality in delivery. In addition, I have to advise my head office of the eventual repetitions and breakdowns and defects.
Excuse me, what's that for?
That chain, that indicates to the clients that they can't come in here.
Amazing, but who does the client talk to?
That man there.
That man there, the chief tester, is receiving a client.
May I?
Please, make yourself at home.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
It's let me down. It's lost its pep. Please fix it for me, but I need it for tomorrow. See?
But exactly what's wrong with it?
How should I know? I only know it doesn't go. Try it.
Very well. Test plates. Piston and the rings are done for. How many miles has he done? Over 28,000. What does he expect? The motor won't last forever. He'll have to have a rebore, and that'll take at least 3 days.
Well?
If you want us to make a good job of it, you'll have to have a rebore.
A rebore? And how long will that take?
Oh, a minimum of 4 days.
But didn't he say 3 days?
Quiet.
4 days? That's frightful. What'll I do?
But, after all, since you're one of our oldest clients, we'll do our best to let you have it in only 3 days. Is that all right?
3 days? That's better. Much better. But mine, 3 days, eh? Morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
As you must have seen with clients, a little white lie is sometimes inevitable if you want to convince them to give you the time that's necessary to carry out the repairs. On the other hand, it's better this way than that.
Come back tomorrow evening. I'll have it ready.
Hey, what do you mean? It's not ready yet? Why? If I'd known, I'd have taken it somewhere else.
But I...
The importance of respecting the time of delivery promised to the client is vital.